CEO 2023 was the first major tournament for Street Fighter 6. It showcased the strength of Jury as a dominant force in the meta with 8 players in the top 24 using the character. It showcased that even top level players have trouble stopping Drive Rush and Drive Impact and how strong these mechanics are. But the biggest story was MenaRD bringing out a surprise Blanca pick in winners and grand finals to win the tournament, one of the most unpopular and unexplored characters in Street Fighter 6. What stood out most about his Blanca play was the use of Air EX Blanca Ball as the defensive option instead of blocking. Third place, Punk the God said it best. Blanca literally does not have to block in this game. It's so frustrating to watch and play against. Air Blanca Ball is too good. Now, to understand why a non-invincible move enables someone not to block, first we need to explain the offense triangle. And spoiler alert, guys, I'm not an artist. All right, so in Street Fighter, there's 3 main aspects of offense, right? You can either go for a strike, shimmy, or a throw. And just like rock, paper, scissors, there's no option that defends against all 3 options, right? But the difference between rock, paper, scissors and Street Fighter 6 is that not every option is made equal, right? So take, for example, mash. Mashing actually only beats one of these options, right? Throw beats mashing, strike beats mashing. So the only thing that mashing beats is a shimmy because you can hit them on the way back or you can at least force them to block, right? So this makes mashing a really bad option on Wake Up in Street Fighter 6, and that's why you don't see pro players do it too much, right? Now, what makes a good option in Street Fighter 6 is something that covers at least 2 of these options, right? Take blocking, one of the best things you can do when you're getting up. Blocking doesn't beat throw, but it beats shimmy because they just distance themselves from you, and it beats strike because after you block a strike, you return to neutral. When I talk about beat in this game, I'm talking about like you just go back to neutral, because when you're knocked down, you're at such a disadvantage that just getting back to a neutral state is a victory for you, right? Now let's take some other really common options, right? EXDP. So Blanca has an EXDP. It beats strike, it beats throw, but it loses the shimmy. You can block when you shimmy, and you can punish the EX ball or the reversal on the way down. So where does Air EX ball fit into play, right? So if you want to beat strike plus throw, you do EXDP. If you want to beat strike plus shimmy equals block. And it turns out there's not really a good option. Yeah, most characters do not have a good option to beat throw and shimmy, which makes mixing up your offense between throw and shimmy kind of like a 50-50. However, there are certain characters like Blanca that do very well. And this is where EX Ball comes into play. Air EX Ball beats throw and shimmy. It beats throw because it's airborne on frame 1, and it beats shimmy because it's quick enough to hit them out of the shimmy normal. You're +3. I mean, it depends on the height it actually hits, but I think you're always plus no matter what happens, which means you get a guaranteed throw attempt. And especially if you're doing it in the corner, it means you can throw them in the corner, and that throw becomes just that much more scary. So this is the grand final set between MenaRD and Nephew. And I actually went through the whole set, and I tabulated up how much Mena actually blocked on Wake Up, and it was actually very little. I'm not gonna lie. Guessing around like 25 to 33% of the Wake Ups he blocked. All the other ones he was doing something, whether it was mashing, walking back, jumping back, Air Blanca Ball, Air EX Ball. He mixed up his options, not just between these 2. But he found a lot of different options to keep his opponent guessing. So maybe we'll just watch some of this back, and we'll focus on Mena's knockdown situations. And you can see, like, in comparison, like, Nephew is already blocking a ton in this match. Now look, first knockdown from Mena Air EX Ball. And actually, you know, thankfully Nephew walked back far enough to make the ball whiff. And the crazy thing is this wasn't even a punish, right? In order for it to be a punish, it needs to say punish counter. But what happened was the ball whiffed, it already recovered, and Mena mashed. Which shows you how crazy this move is even on whiff. That was a mash. Again, mashing is not that optimal, but when there's a threat of Air EX Ball and EXDP, you can get away with it. And there's just walking back, right? Again, Nephew's scared because of the Air EX Ball. He's scared because of Air EXDP, so he's like, I just want to get out of it. Yeah, that's just really good neutral. And you might be wondering how this set ends, right? So it's 2-1. Mena just and it ends in perfect fashion. In perfect fashion, what a way to end CEO by not blocking and mashing on Wake Up. You love to see it. Again, with all the other options that Mena had at disposal, just conditioning them, doing that jab, it just makes wake up jab that much stronger. So you might be wondering, how do you deal with this strategy? And to be honest, I don't know. This move is very, very good, but I have a couple ideas. All right, so the issue is you can't actually record the dummy doing air EX ball on wake up, so you have to do something ghetto like this, where they jump up and then you have to like pretend it's a wake up situation, right? And so I'm trying to find an idea that works against both wake up air EX ball and the air EX ball. If I do something like a delay crouch heavy punch, it should beat both options. So you see how I'm pressing crouch heavy punch in both situations, and it's not coming out when the DP happens. And if I do it correctly, I'm pretty sure I can get a full combo off of this. Yeah, I can get a full combo off of this ball. So I think that's a pretty strong option. Another option I came up with is you can just try to do like a drive impact on their wake up, and it will beat both the air EX DP, and it'll also beat the oh, I guess it makes a whiff there. But I think if you time it like perfectly meaty, you'll hit them before they can actually jump in the air. So that's another option. Although if they're just blocking, it becomes a lot riskier. DI is a lot more risky. The third option you can do, and this is actually something I stole from Nephew. Yeah, now I thought this was a really ingenious idea by Nephew, right? So what he does is he gets a knockdown. Right, he just gets them to block, right? Which rare, very, very promising. You get him the block. Now he's put in this situation where he can either do air EX ball, he can do a wake up DP, and he chooses the air EX ball. And what he does, Nephew just reacts. You see Blanca jumping, you do DP, and you get the damage. Really cool. And that's actually how Nephew took the one game in the set. But yeah, in theory, you can try to react to it with DP. With Kimberly, it's actually a little bit easier because you can do like a core circle back, so you're already blocking. Honestly, I think one of the other best options you could do is just guess. Now, I think one of the best things you could do is actually just try to hit them, right? Because Blanc is wasting EX meter no matter what he does. And if you're going for a strike, eventually you're going to guess right and you're going to catch the jump, right? And then Blanca's going to take a lot of damage. So eventually you're going to win out on risk reward. All right, so anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about Mena's performance at CEO. I thought it was truly awesome to see him shine, see him do his thing. And especially with Blanca, I love these like off-meta picks that people aren't ready for. If you like this kind of content, consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Really helps out the channel. I want to do like more tournament recaps for stuff like this. So if you want to see that, let me know. And by like, sharing, and subscribing, hitting the notification bell. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.